Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Now left side on the swing pass. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
First down, Howell to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Houston. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Lance going to hold on to it. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Off of play action, here's Lance. Buying time to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Texans are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fourth down, Howell. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. To the right side, this is Walker. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. These two teams all tied after 1. Howell throwing on 1st down here. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Ken Walker with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the pre. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. They'll run left with Pollard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so...
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Kyle Juszczyk taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. They'll roll him out right. And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. On play action, Lance. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Rolling to his right. Touchdown, Jaguars. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3-and-out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
On the return, here's Agnew. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Meanwhile, Lance's throw there into the hands of Ross. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding a...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Carlson now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before half for Lance. And it'll be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, Lance eluding the pressure right. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. And that's his second sack in this one. And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter.
I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have got his feet down here, would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats inbounds.
And they'll go for it. Lance. Going deep downfield for Ross. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. John Ross, 46 yards. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he is going to have a Texans first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Flushed out right. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Noah Fant, 26 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
8 yards to go on second down. Play action. Now it's Lance. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Desperation time here. Lance. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it.
Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got...
And now here is another interception. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Texans are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Straight ahead, Walker. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. 2nd down. Howell now. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 37. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, as far as plays go, there's nothing to write home about on that one because that one gets some negative yardage. But if you do want to find a positive, he found a way to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. John Ross with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, then you stop that clock. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Powell.
Walker with a grab, left side. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Houston. Agnew now to return. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Into the hands of Ingram.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Now Lance.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line.
Here's Lance.
Steps away.
Looking for Ross again. He finds him again. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Texans are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.